Barrie, Ontario. Mike Relics coming at ya. Here we are. First off, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to your city. I was invited here by Brad Marsh from Exploring with Brad?
Yep.
Exploring with Brad, YouTube. Make sure you check this out. So the invite was here. Now the reason we're here, the reason we've come from Hamilton to Barrie is that recently there's been a rash of sightings around here. And a rash of sightings of something that has been unobtainable all this time. And we're talking cryptozoology. We're talking about the subject that some people don't want to talk about. We're talking about the Yeti. We're talking about Sasquatch. We're talking about Bigfoot. And we have come out here to Barrie to make sure if he is here, we do find him. There has been sightings. You can see it in the newspapers. You can see it around you. We have the land. We have the water sources. We have the food sources. And the reason that I've been invited out here by Brad is because I've spent the last 10 years scouting the forest, but we've been tracking colonialists, so human beings, Homo sapiens, from the 1700s, mid 1700s to late 1700s that first colonized here as the colonialists that started our cities such as Barrie, such as Hamilton. And we believe if we track them down via high-end metal detectors and magnet fishing, we can find the area that would be associated with primates, Homo sapiens, human beings. We all need the same things to survive. We need water, we need food source, we need the population, we need shelter, we need protection. Everything that a human needs, a primate needs. So that's what we're gonna hunt. So we've been out in Barrie, we started filming now. Episode 1 is coming out soon. This is the pilot. Wait until you see what we find. Thanks for watching, Barrie.
What's up, guys? So we're gonna hit the terrain. We're gonna do a little bit of Bigfoot hunting, but we're also gonna do what else this show is about: treasure hunting, magnet fishing, regular fish, just living outdoor survivalist style. I've been a big fan, as well as my boy Mike here and Frank, of Survivor Man, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to do a show that no one else has, with everything, like every little aspect of the outdoors and the outdoorsmanship. So anyways, guys, let's get the show on the road. All right. We'll walk the terrain. So we will have hikers. I mean, that's kind of how this whole Bigfoot thing came, is that like people are here. They do use these trails. However, this is it. This is the location where people have seen the Bigfoot, and it literally came after people that were dog walking. It's so dense. It actually smells like a perfume right here. I don't know what that is. Some kind of tree or... Spruce. Yeah.
Or the fauna. So do you think we should hit the main path?
Yeah, we'll hit the main path. If you want me to lead, that's cool. Once we get to this main trail, you guys can follow me.
Even metal detecting, what we're kind of looking for is off the main path. Sometimes there's like tributary paths.
Okay.
So like a little
there
path.
is. Yeah.
So if we could find some of those, that would be the best for treasure hunting.
I literally kind of want to just explore. Like if we find a trail, like, okay, like I've never been down here, why don't we just walk down there? Because there's a lot of terrain I have not covered. So I haven't said this to you guys. I did a lot of research on this trail. I had friends actually help me. This forest does cover 85% of Barrie. So all these different names, even like Ardell Bluffs, all these other places, this intertwines and connects to all of them. So we really don't have to leave this location and find a new place to park, a new setup, and do all that over again. We can literally just travel and just keep finding new trails and enter like uncharted territory, basically. Because some of this is not hiked. There's actually areas that look really freaky, and there's structures built here, and we don't know. We don't know if they're man-made. We don't know if it was just the park people putting them here, but we're gonna look for little things. We're even gonna look for tree scratches, because that seems to be a big indication of the Bigfoot.
So what you're saying here, Brad, is that you believe that if there's any Bigfoot activity in any of these major forests, they all intersect right here?
This forest intersects, so if you were going to find Bigfoot, this would be it.
This is the fork.
This would be it. Yep. That's the thing, too. When we get in areas where we're really away from people and it's silent, dead silent, we could probably try doing a few calls and just see around. If we see some bizarre structures or bizarre things, like even this, look at this. See those, hold on a sec. I want to check this thing out right there.
Yeah,
see those sticks? Yeah, follow me.
Down the trees here.
Yeah, I can tell if it is man or if it's
Yeah, usually if you're looking for man-made, you're looking for like
you'll see kind of how it is. Yeah, see how these trees are bent like this because they bend trees, right? The only difference is, okay. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, like it's hard to say. It is hard to say if that is actually just nature, which it could be, winds and stuff like that, but they do bend trees. Like, see this tree right here, this slim one? Let's have a look at that. I was actually watching Les's show quite often to see this, but I don't see any marks of like a hand or anything like that. But as you see how that's bent like that, stuff like that is what we're looking for.
Something
if nature didn't do it. But we don't, I'm not sure on that myself if that looks natural to you or not.
This looks natural to me, but tree bending is something great to look for because it even goes back into Native American times, even in Barrie, in Hamilton, anywhere, even to mark your trail. We call them Native American tree bends, and you would bend a tree and it would grow that way and you would always be able to find where you needed to go in that spot. So they're common. So sometimes what we're looking for even is these traits and these habits, they are all about mammals or primates surviving. So you need a food source. You need a population that can breed. You can't interbreed species. So you can't have just 4 lions and have a healthy population. Otherwise you end up with inbreeding.
And that's one thing we can show Mike too, is the tree bending is a big thing. Upside down trees. And I'm talking about tree because these creatures will rip out trees either by the root or they'll snap them. They will put them upside down and then they will try to make like a teepee-like structure. And that's a big thing that we're going to look for because in the boreal forests in Alberta, Les Stroud and the other guy, they were finding these things. So these are things that this other show did not cover. Like they literally were just kind of coming in here and they're just like observing. We're going to go over all the details because I mean, if we're going to find this thing, we're going to have to be really
I believe
observant, right?
Standing here right now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a solution. If you kind of pan around here, look how many down trees there are, really.
I know.
And I'm going to bring it to this right now, and I'm going to say the reason why they're down is look at this. So this is like very mossy, very soft, right? So this ground right here is not built to hold trees once they reach for the sun. So all these trees are down here. So I believe this is very natural.
So this is nature.
This is nature, I believe, and I believe these trees have taken root. Even the big ones are on a 30-degree angle. Frank, what kind of angle do you think that is? You're the angle guy. That's what, 18, 19? Oh, yeah, all these trees are angled, though. And it's this soft, look at this. This is a tree root that should be under the ground right now. And it's just popped up through the moss. So it's this is actually interesting.
So this is a big reason also I brought Mike and people out here. And we're not trying to debunk. What we're trying to do is we basically want to debunk anything that is, okay, this is natural, this is nature. And then opposed to that, finding the real truths like of this creature, like who did this? We don't know. So if we do find something that does stand out that's not like natural occurring, like winds, storms, things like that related, then we can have that possibility. Is this the real Bigfoot? So yeah, we'll keep going. But yeah, that was a good it was a good thing to bring that up because I just forgot about that coming in as like, okay, tree bending, that is a thing. That's a big thing.
And it's been passed on through
Oh, Mike, here's another thing too. See that split there?
Yeah, I like that. And it's hot.
Because these creatures are tall, and that's what they do. They will split.
So that takes away my moss idea because that is 20 feet in the air from the moss. So that tree has been broken somehow, and it's a healthy tree.
Now
that tree has been broken.
I mean, like, just your best judging, does this look like a natural break?
Doesn't look, the tree looks about 6 inches, and it looks too healthy to be broken to me.
So that's
and it doesn't look like a lightning strike. It doesn't look like another tree fell on it. That could be the solution there. So there is a bigger tree sitting on it. One tree, and we call them widow makers. So you have one tree leaning up against a big tree that's fallen over, sitting on top of a smaller tree. At some point, it's going to come down and break the small tree.
So if it was a lightning strike or something that was natural occurring, what would it look like opposed to that?
What I'd be looking for a lightning strike is I'd be looking for char. So I would be looking for like black char because a lightning strike actually creates heat and actually will start a fire inside a tree.
Okay.
So, and then the tree will fall apart like that. But so I don't see any char up there, and that looks like a hard break. I don't think the wind's
so that right there could possibly be a sign of an animal or
it's
possible
high.
Bigfoot,
It's high,
right?
but I mean, I could get up there at 6'2" right now. I could get up there and break that tree. Well, I may not be able to break the tree, but I could reach that tree by. I don't. You're up right now about 20 feet, so.
And we have to look at that too. We have to look at hoaxers too, because so many people believe in this thing, and there's so much phenomena that there have been hoaxers, right? Yeah. But I mean, that's a good indication. So right there, we debunked, there was natural cause, and we just found a break. So that's good. So we can actually probably mark this. You know what we should do? Because we do have data in this specific spot. Yep. When we do come back and do the overnight for episode 2, we can get Google Maps. This is a marker. So we know, okay, we've got a possible break. This is the terrain that we're going to go in. And yeah, it sucks. We're in dense bush. Bring your bug spray, boys. Well, but the fact is,
if it was easy,
that's a spot. This is a spot we might go hunt.
The footprint possibility here is very high because of the soft soil that I explained was knocking over all the trees you see in front of you. Yeah, you're going to leave a footprint here if you are a 300-pound primate.
Okay,
you're going to leave a footprint.
Well, that's a good sign. So definitely we'll I won't forget this area. We got like a stump here, so that's cool. We can come here and mark it, and that's what we'll use. Well, if we do have data, we can. Yeah, that's a thing too. Bend a tree later on, we can bend a small tree and just see how that break looks, opposed to that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, guys. Even if we don't encounter sightings of the creature this day, or not even the next day, the fact of the matter is we're going to be hot on its trail, finding evidence and things of its existence being here.
I believe there's only one way for a journey to begin, and that is with scouting.
Yeah, literally.
Right now,
we're on the hunt, man.
Yeah, we're going to scout this guy out.
This is hunting. This is basically the job.
And hopefully we can corner him.
Yep. I've seen some really wild... basically, they had actors and actresses playing these people that told their stories, reenactments of real events, and they were frightening. Like, I know, like, what was it, Louisiana? I believe Louisiana was one of the spots, too. Like, places where there's swamps and things like that. These creatures really...
With the skunk ape.
Yeah, the skunk ape is one of them. The skunk ape is actually one of the most dangerous one.
No way, the skunk ape, eh?
Oh, man, look at the images of it. So huge fangs.
The skunk ape is in the same familia as a Sasquatch or a
It's it's the cryptid. Yeah. It's just another form of it. They will actually, they'll kill you.
No,
yeah.
They hunt, eh?
They're actually one of the most dangerous because they are meat eaters.
You're telling me they hunt a human?
Ours is a meat eater too. So ours do eat elk and other creatures. You can look them up, like from the northern parts and then the Alberta.
In a survival situation,
hold on.
What you're looking for is
like a little guy.
What you don't want to eat is something that has bright colors. So if we flip this guy over a bit, you're going to see bright red under him, and that's just him warning you not to eat me.
So is he poisonous?
He's poisonous.
Oh,
so
wow.
If a frog eats
so there's some survivalist tips right there, guys.
Yeah. So and he looks dark and he looks like a worm. That's not a worm. That is. Watch this. When I flip him over to these, I'm not going to hurt him. Everything's in here.
No problem, buddy.
If you see the bright red under him, that is a warning sign to other animals. Do not eat me if I go over your burrow.
So he's got that bright burgundy red there,
man. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
it's a warning sign. So what he's doing is, and so if you do eat one, is just say I'm a frog, or Frank's a frog right now, and he eats one, and he sees those burgundy legs as he's eating it. He's like, yeah, man, I got this takeout. It was a worm on the ground, and Frank's a frog. But then he gets sick to his stomach. You know what he's going to do next time he sees one with burgundy legs? He's going to keep going. He's not going to eat it again. Yeah. So then that guy will be safe. So that's why
you guys missed so much humor from us coming in. We were just cracking jokes the whole time.
I'll go eat some brown leaves and stuff.
Nice, brown leaves.
There you go, boys.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm hoping to show these guys these forts. We did encounter them in the Children's Celine series, but I don't know. I believe that possibly people either put them together or I don't know. I think it's human beings, seeing that Les Strauss weaving and all things like that. But these people were talented, whoever built them. However, that is another area of this forest, and when we do some night vision clips, trail cams and things like that, that's another point where we're going to set up. It's actually the most scary part of the forest at night. However, I haven't stayed overnight in our fort. So that'll be another one,
yeah,
eh?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Brad, so right here, if you take a quick look, so we're on a main path here right now.
Yep.
And judging by the size of it, I would say at some point in probably the mid 1800s, it was a cart path.
Okay.
So because you would be on a horse back then. So
Oh,
as you
wow.
can tell right now, there's a path. It's a tributary path right now that just runs up here and comes right back down.
Yep.
So that is for the foot traffic. So right at this point, if I metal detected, Frank, you remember your Studebaker coin?
Right.
You know where it came from? Something that was broken like this. So my question to you is, why is there a main path here and then this little path that's obviously well worn all the way around there?
So that was like man-made or built?
This is man-made for a reason. There's
Okay.
something happening right here where they had to go around it.
Wow.
So they went around it right here. Why would you change this path? There's no reason to, right? There's no reason to go
Exactly.
this way, that way. And this path does not lead up the hill. It doesn't go anywhere except for around.
Mm-hmm.
So if we pulled out our metal detectors right here, I believe what we'd find is a lot of iron. I believe we might even find carbon.
That's sweet.
And I believe it's going to be right here, and that's the path they took around for 80 years while something was happening right here.
I don't know if you've ever mined this, but isn't diamond black? Isn't it a shiny black, and diamond usually comes in a bit like a bar?
Yeah, yeah.
And they'd use diamond drills
you would need to,
pull diamond, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Diamonds are made by pressure. It's a lot of if we get into geology, well, we're getting into it there. But
Yeah.
What we can do though,
That's
is
the
what I
treasure
do, though-
hunting site, baby.
Exactly.
That's part of it.
What I can do is I can explain the rocks off the escarpment and stuff like that. So this is a very familiar territory for me actually. So
Awesome.
we should be good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great little path there, and there's no reason for it to be there.
Yeah. I even had
we
advice
climbed up
by
right
a few of you guys. Actually, there was a few people that said that they were Bigfoot hunters as well, doing this, and they told me how to do the tree knocking. So I believe they use bigger, like they're kind of like miniature logs, like something we can pick up, but something much heavier than a stick. Because you got to make, like something like that, or
heavy.
thinner. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So something a little bit smaller
I'll pick
than
it up
that.
and see if I can whack it against the tree right now.
Yeah.
But
Do you know if I can't even remember if there's a signature, like do they knock three times? Maybe just a few knocks that we do? Yeah.
No, I believe what we're gonna have to do is just, I don't know if we should do it in a pattern or just like 1, 2, 3 and then just go silent and listen. But I don't know a pattern. I don't know if they know like dun 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 dun, dun and they'll go dun dun.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
So if you guys, I had a few people that were actually saying that they're avid Bigfoot hunters.
Yep.
Come back on and comment, because we definitely want to do the knockings right.
Yeah,
We are
exactly.
going to attempt stuff on our own, but we don't know the exact like 3 knocks, 2 knocks. Let us know. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll do some research myself too on some of the shows by the professionals, and we can do that. But yeah, today's episode, being the pilot, guys, with me, Mike, and Frank, what we're doing is we're just trying to show you guys basically the guideline. Basically the guideline of how to Bigfoot hunt, so that we, that we do all the steps right and all that. And we're also going to show you survivalist training by Mike and Frank, and obviously treasure hunting, because treasure hunting is that's a big thing for these boys. Treasure hunting is a big thing. Yeah.
One of the most important things to me, I believe, Brad, and I believe you'll agree with this, is that we do this and we leave Mother Nature in better shape than when we got here.
Exactly.
All of this is going to be done out of respect for the forest. We are visitors right now.
Yeah.
So we are not here. We won't leave garbage. We will not.
Yeah. And we won't leave holes. That's another thing we have shovels. They actually gave me a shovel too. Well, it's kind of like it's kind of a digging tool. I think that's just part of me to enjoy the treasure hunting thing. These guys have the real shovels.
So
right?
when it comes to the treasure hunting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Brad in front of us to clear all the garbage out, and I'm going to follow behind him to find all the
I'm the
clients.
garbage man. I'm the cleanup guy.
I'm gonna fall behind Mike and get the gold.
Whoa, man.
So I'm inexperienced in the treasure hunting. I love treasure though. I used to watch Oak Island. I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. So being with these guys, it's really awesome. So I get to take from that, opposed to like the little bits that I know of the Bigfoot stuff. But yeah, beautiful day we picked, boys.
Wow.
Look at the sky.
Wow.
We've got a beautiful sunny sky, blue clouds. We got the sun.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really, really good.
I'm not seeing huge trees around here. So I believe what's happening here in this forest is they're chasing the sun. So you're seeing thin trees. Even this is a monster. It has to be at least 60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
But at the base, it's only 16 inches across, but it's 70 feet high. They're all chasing
Holy
the
smokes.
sun.
Yeah.
So you don't see most of the forests that we have in Hamilton, even you see a tree trunk that's 3.5 feet wide and then the tree coming up.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you could tell even these new growths that are growing here, this is exactly what this is doing. These are even smaller. So there's the teenager tree. There's mom. There's the teenager. And
Oh,
this is the baby.
wow.
And this is gonna.
Is that kind of how it works? It's almost like a family.
It is a family. Yeah, that's mom.
Holy
that's,
smokes, I never knew that.
Dad ran off with another tree, but we won't get into that in the next episode.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Stepdad's over there.
Yep. Oh, we'll just have to can pan this side because we got some hikers coming through, folks. Hello, guys. Oh, yeah, man.
We're on the hunt.
Yeah, we got a lot of people hiking today. This is a beautiful forest in particular, and that's why a lot of people come to visit. However, you wouldn't have sightings without traffic. So that's another thing I was trying to tell these guys, like Mike and Frank, because that's how these stories come, is from places that are, they could be heavily used, hiked the whole bit, and then all of a sudden something bad happens, or they see an encounter of a
I
creature.
wonder what's up there. It's a little bit of a hill.
Anywhere that you guys want to explore, we can. So if you guys want to go off trail, feel free, and I'll follow you.
I would say
Looks like a good clearing out there, though.
there could be a farm field. I have a feeling it might be a farm field just from experience. But you know what I'd like to see, Brad, is this dried up river creek you were telling me about.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
is that
that is back that way.
Yeah.
Did you want to hit that first, or did you want me to take you to like some pretty wild stuff in here?
If we're on our way to the wild
Yeah.
stuff right now, I wouldn't say turn around.
Okay.
We've been hiking now for 3 days with no food or water. We can't turn around. We gotta continue.
The survivalist
We
emotion.
gotta continue.
I've heard of this. You might know this, Mike. So just say if you were unexperienced, you do have the sun. Is there something that you do with the sun to find your way back?
Well,
keep the sun on your right shoulder. Is there something like that? I try to remember that stuff.
Man, there's so many things you can do with the sun. Actually, you can actually figure out the time and how much daylight you have left.
Okay.
Predetermined by the time of the year because it changes when the sun sets. But you use 2 fingers for 1 hour left. So every 2 fingers I put at the base of the sun, I bring that down twice. So right now I do it 6 times. What
Okay.
time is it? That gives me
No
6
time.
hours. I say of sunlight.
You got
What time?
2:13.
2:13. That brings us
There
to
you go.
8:13, and it took 6 fingers to go from the bottom of the sun to the horizon.
Excellent.
So 6 fingers, so you could do that. But you there's so obviously we know the sun sets in the the west? No, it rises in the east.
Yeah.
Oh,
I put him on the spot today, so give him time. Because if he has to tell us next episode, what did he say? Did he get it right?
It rises in the west? No, it sets in the west.
Hold on, man. I gotta think about this.
You can use
man,
Google
it's
if you
written all
have
over
to.
my house.
It's okay.
This is
We
what
do
have
forget
to
things.
Well, yeah, we're just gonna have to
Yeah.
hold on.
Rises
I see
in the
something
east,
that
sets
doesn't
in the
look
west.
natural over here.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like a teenager would build it for fun. But it kind of looks like a nest.
So this small one you think is
Well, the reason that I would say that, so the big ones we find could be built by modern teenagers or modern even 20-somethings or modern even just people out in the woods using Les Stroud as an example and trying their luck. It's super fun to
Okay.
do. But why would someone build this?
I've seen a few small ones. I don't know what they mean, and I don't know what you can't use
drink
it.
beer illegally and hide from your mom. There's nothing you can do with this, right? Except for raise up.
You can't drink beer illegally
Yeah,
from your
like, what are you
mom.
gonna do in this, right?
You
So-
couldn't
and
even
this is
light a
not-
smoke in that
these
thing. Look at that
trees-
thing.
No, like Frank might be able to crawl in there and smoke.
Well, something like that could have been built like maybe like in the winter time, just for,
interesting.
like
Storage? Or I don't know.
like just a
Just
warm
a
area
lean-to,
because the
yeah.
snow would sit on top of that.
And you're right. So if
Insulation, right?
in the winter,
okay.
if it's minus 30 in Barrie, and that's the best you could do, I could lie underneath there if it's weaved, and I would be okay for the night. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And even the snow would work as insulation. But that's
Sweet.
getting intense. What I can tell you, Brad, is that these branches did not fall like this from these trees.
Yeah.
They've been put here.
Yep. So
A
we
little
have
bit of
that
a
now,
ravine.
guys.
We can get into too if Bigfoot is out there and it's real. where are the bodies? What
Yeah,
I believe
that's
is
the same. I
it
feel
comes
the same
back
way.
to Native America again, and I don't know why they're intertwined in my eyes, but I really do believe they are. And a lot of the legends come from Native Americans, and we're talking 1700s. So a very popular thing to do in that world was to bury people in mounds, which is not burying them 6 feet under, but burying them in mounds.
Like a mound of dirt.
What we're looking for are mounds even here if we're hunting for
I actually have seen some of these woods. If I can find them, I have seen them. Especially, there's another forest too by the lake.
The only explanation we could ever have for not finding bones, because we find bones of, and I've been hunting bones in the forest for 10 years now, and we find every animal that is in Ontario and Barrie, but I've never found a Bigfoot bone.
Exactly.
Is that they are buried or they are in mounds. That's the only explanation, and it has to be a possible one.
Yeah.
If they are primates, even if they're not intelligent, I believe if a horse had an ability to and opposable thumbs, it would bury its dead. You can see horses mourn over their dead. So I believe if they have the ability to, they would bury their dead. So that has to be the plausible explanation.
There's so many speculations too. Some people say it's an alien. I think it's a prehistoric creature. There's a lot of people that think that it's that it was a dinosaur that didn't go extinct, and they have bones of that. So we had to swap cameras out, guys. Just something that happens. The gimbal was just overheating, but we're back. I got the other camera. This thing will roll and roll and roll. And good news about the R50, it's 4K as well, and it doesn't crop. It's beautiful. It actually just goes just as wide as the other camera. Yeah, so we're scouting ahead, guys.
Here we are.
Yeah, so much of this, I believe, goes back.
Yep.
And then we want to push off into the dense bush. We're going to head out this way.
This way.
But yeah, we've got these too, guys. You guys have probably seen these in the shows too, with the Les Stroud and everything. This thing extends. I got body cams too when we do night footage with these guys, so things should be really, really interesting.
Something I like about this path right here is that if it was the 1800s, so the size of this path is cart path. This one's a little bit smaller. It's a tributary path again, but your horse would be coming down here and your coins wouldn't be in your pocket. They'd be in a satchel, a leather satchel on the side of your horse.
So are you just saying like one man on a horse or a horse and buggy?
One man on a horse coming down this way, horse and buggy coming this way. So this is a cart path. This is a tributary path where just the horse would come down. So as a treasure hunter or relic hunter, I know it's difficult for the horse to get down here. So I'm looking for difficult terrain because that's when they are having trouble getting down and the pouch is dropping coins.
This is why we all needed to get boots, people. I couldn't be running around with like shoes with duct tape. We actually need good footwear to walk the terrain we're about to endure. So, yeah.
This could be a great coin spill right here.
That's awesome. You guys are going to see a lot of treasure hunting today, by the way.
The same thing you said about the forest, that this is the intersection point. What we're seeing here is the main path intersecting with another one. So a lot of activity happens on a T intersection.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same deal with the
Well,
forest.
and it makes sense for human beings to come in contact with either animals or creatures because there's so many trails that intersect that the animals could really be anywhere.
Yeah.
And everywhere, right? So, but yeah, I guess we'll keep heading this way. I definitely want to show these guys some of these structures that I've found because I would like to know more about them. And Mike might be able to tell us, like, I don't know if they're man-made. I don't know if they aren't. All I know is that there's signs on dyers saying no building in here. There literally is. There's signs saying no building, no teepee making, all that. So if they're saying that to tell nobody to do it, who's building them then? Right? Especially the small ones. All right, so we have a biker, so I'm just panning to the right in the wilderness there, guys. There we go. So because of the weather, and the weather being harsher heat-wise, this is also something that the Survivor Man really had to pay attention to because heat and heated climate, it does muck with technical equipment, especially with cameras. So a big thing we got to do is look for shade and keep on shade. Oh wow, that's a big path.
Yeah,
So that path goes down that
well,
way.
this path right now is that, so we've walked from a dirt path onto what we call almost screening here. Now, if you come with me, we know this is man-made because they've laid these rocks, but underneath it, they put what we call filter fabric. So all of this is laid right across this path by a human being, and that means I can't dig out the coins. So I would metal detect 10 feet right there. I would never metal detect right here because of this right here.
And is that like a law thing too? Like,
this is, it's not a law thing. I could dig here, but what I'm saying is that they've tampered this screening. So for me to get through this, get through that, I'm going to be here for an hour. And
so it's more work than it is.
It's more, the bang isn't worth a buck in the metal detecting world. But well, this had to have been used by the city, so what I'm going to say is there's probably hydro lines somewhere near us.
Yeah,
because the
I know
city
there's a
has cleared
sewer.
this. There you go, which is what, city, right? So yeah, this is the city would only do this, and the only reason they would do this is because city workers have to come down here. So they would put the screening, the filter fabric, and make it safe to drive down.
All right, guys, just make a quick cut. Yeah, that's cool.
Do we know the guy's name on the front?
Do we know the guy's name? Sorry. Sorry, we're having fun out here.
Bob?
Yo, Bob?
He looked like a Bob.
I know Bob.
Yeah, I know Bob too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. I'll take it, because I'll bake with it. So.
Make sure it's blanched.
I'll have to... 6 bags. They're half price. They're blanched.
Take them.
Is that cool?
Yeah, take them. I'm sorry.
You got
That's
the
all
camera
I
in
wanted
your
to know.
face.
All right.
Okay, see you soon.
I'll bake these boys some treats.
Love you, honey.
I'll see you soon.
So the emergency's over?
I know, I was like, what are you calling me for?
Brad, you got flustered
there. Man, I got
the camera right in your face.
I got.
Okay, so like this tree right here, like I could actually bend it like this.
Yep.
You know, I'm only like 200 pounds.
See how much, so use as much strength as you can to bend it. I want to see like, because these creatures can actually bend these things all the way down. So we're going to show you just Frank trying to do it himself, a human. And is that as far as you can get it?
Well, I can go further, but I don't want to hurt the tree.
Yeah. But you would say that even if you did it, this thing would go back upright, being human, right? Like it's probably just going to go right back up.
Bend it like. Right, look behind you, man. Is that a bent tree, like right down to the
Holy
ground?
smoke! Yo, Mike, look at that.
Wow, that's an arch.
That one is actually arched. Yeah. So these are signs that we're looking for right here.
Wait, where's that go to the ground?
Okay, where is it going? Okay, it's no, dude, look. This is a full out tree. It's not attached to the other one. Look.
It's a healthy tree.
That's a healthy tree. That one is actually bent. And you got to think, this thing was way up in the air, and it's split. Come check this out.
Split?
Yeah.
How's the split look? Does it look fresh?
I would say so.
So it's probably
This couldn't have been that very long ago.
I don't even think it's a break that bent the tree though. I think it's a stress fracture from the tree being bent.
No, exact. Can you guys tell stretch fractures?
Should be able to tell because a stress fracture is gonna tear and a break is gonna break.
Yeah, so it's going all the
Stress fracture, yeah. So
that's
it's
a stretch fracture.
right up, yeah.
So is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, so I mean this tree has not been broken and bent
Okay.
as we've seen throughout this forest. This is a stress fracture that's taken it. A break goes horizontally, a stress fracture goes vertically.
I got it all in film too. I have it from here all the way down there. You guys can see. So that would have been grown naturally straight up in the air. How the heck does this happen?
And this would be
A human being cannot freaking do this. Like, even if we tried, we could not do that.
Where's your eyes?
Using eye for it quick. It's a big healthy tree. You can tell by the offsprouts and stuff. These are all healthy leaves.
Wow.
That's pretty.
Look at it go up too.
Yeah.
How it fractured there.
Yeah, definite stress fracture.
That is insane.
That's wild. Nice bent tree.
Cool.
Something.
Yeah, so we've got a possible Bigfoot thing going on. Yeah, so we've been coming across things. Sorry guys for some of the cuts we had to make. We are having heat issues, so the cameras have been overheating and just going out on us because of the temperature. But however, being here, like, you feel cooler here than we did at the teepee.
Yeah.
Like, I do not feel very hot here, so I don't understand how it's happening, but it's just technology.
And we also cooked up the wild boar sausages that we killed in the wild. We bought them from.
They were delicious.
We bought them from Zayre's.
Those were honey garlic, eh?
This is the canopy in the forest, right? Keeps it cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I kind of want to save battery power and everything because I do want to get these guys to these structures. I'm hoping we can find them in here. So yeah, we're gonna take a little break, guys. If we see anything of interest, I do want to save this from overheating and get as much on film as possible. But yeah, if you guys are down to do a little bit of treasure hunting, I wouldn't be down. I would be down too. It's up to you though.
Yeah, I can turn the ball. Frank, what do you think? An hour? An hour?
You guys can find the perfect spot to do the treasure hunting, yeah, and then we'll do it there. Because I know you guys scout for stuff like that.
I'm not quite there yet. This soft ground right here isn't ideal for me right now.
Yeah, so we'll just continue on.
Carry this back to the campsite. We'll be good to go.
All right.
The only explanation I have for this down tree to kind of debunk it is that, Frank, the tree you have in your hand right now, do you think that has fallen down on our bent tree and brought it down to the ground?
I'm almost thinking that in theory.
Yeah, so I think maybe a possible explanation for the bent tree is that this dead tree sitting on top of it has fallen down and pulled it to the ground.
Yeah.
So we always have to look at Mother Nature first and then fill in the blanks from there.
So it's kind of funny. So like me and Mike are kind of like Mulder because we were so obsessed with things. He's like our Scully because he's the one debunking. He's like, no, I'm telling you right now, that was Mother Nature. This is that. But you know what? We actually need that. We need the 3 inputs because I don't want to be on a false trail and I want to capture this thing on film. I want to get it. All of us want to get it. Everybody wanted to get the treasure at Oak Island. Nobody's been there yet. It's a hunt. Like, we're all friggin' going just balls to the wall trying to be the ones that catch it first. You know what I mean? Well, you got to think, we would be part of history. We'd be the only ones that's seen it again.
If you're going to research a skunk, you're going to find a skunk.
Yeah.
If you're going to research Bigfoot, you're going to find Bigfoot.
Exactly.
That's the way it goes.
Yep. All right, get the gloves back on. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut the cams. I want these batteries and the cameras not to overheat if we find really cool shit. I don't want to pass it. All right, guys. So we'll see you back in a bit. All right, guys. So a lot of the stuff that you've seen before was introductory. This pilot, that's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to show you guys how to do Sasquatch hunting, which is the guide. We did a little bit of survivalist stuff there. We actually did find some stuff. We found a few places that we marked on Google Maps to go back to. So be prepared for episode 2, because episode 2, we're just going to go straight into it. We're going to go straight into the hunt. We're going to go straight into treasure hunting, the magnet fishing, the fishing, because we're going to need to eat. So the 3 of us are going to need protein, a lot of it too, because of the calories we're about to burn for walking. But yeah, it's still a beautiful day. It looks like the sun is actually going down a little bit. It's cooled up so these cameras won't overheat. But yeah, here we go. We'll show you guys what these guys are really good at doing, the treasure hunt. Did you hear something?
I just thought I saw a dark shadow.
Did you see something move?
That is kind of a dark spot to the forest. Yeah, it is.
Yo, I haven't even seen this. Yeah, this is actually kind of dark. What's down here? Frank said that he saw something move back here. I don't know. It is dark. Yeah, there's a few birds.
This looks like the twilight zone of forests.
Where did you seen it, Frank?
Well, when I was back there, I thought I saw it like
It's kind of a tricky
black
one.
shadow.
Yeah, it's
Like
kind of a tricky
moving?
one though, because the bottom of the trees are all black.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
it's very odd.
Very good gun.
It's a pretty creepy area.
You need to call. You need to call back.
I like how it echoed though, because then it goes out in the distance. If it was out there, you could still hear it though, despite of these people. Like, it would be way, way back out that way though. But yeah, he said that he saw something. You're gonna see a lot of shadows move at night.
I know, yeah.
The one thing though we will have to do at night, we're gonna have to bring weapons, because I mean, like, if we do come across this thing or something else that is dangerous,
I'm okay with.
I have a big
5 inches.
Yeah. No, I have a huge buck knife myself.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna bring a big bat though, because I'm a little guy, so I'm gonna need something with some
if
distance.
you beat me and I have this 5-inch knife on my side, then you deserve to win.
Hey, guess what I got? That's friggin'
Yeah, that thing's a weapon of its own, man. That's sick.
If you hit me with a
Serrated shovel, man.
That is
It's a
wild.
weapon
Yeah,
right
look
here.
at that. Frank the Tank's got this thing. It's
It's
got
a
a freaking.
weapon on its own right here.
That's sick. It's a good shovel too for looking for stuff.
Where did you get the shovel from, Frank? What store?
A girl.
I know a girl.
What store?
I did though.
What?
Where'd I get it from?
What store?
Like a gift?
Oh, the store.
Yeah.
What was that store?
I have to answer my own question. Forest City metal detectors.
There you go.
Anything you need, shovel wise, metal detector wise.
I was gonna tell you boys too. We actually have a Cabela's here now, right in town.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
Big store.
Oh, it's massive, massive Cabela's.
It's kinda
Yeah.
like the
I've been out to the one in Ottawa. It's really nice.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a closer drive for you, but like, yeah, we have a Cabela's here. It's amazing.
Definitely close. I like it.
Yeah. You know, it's really funny too. So my dad was at a Timmy's at an honor. He met Bob Azumi.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled in to get his Tim's. Yeah, he had his big boat and everything. And my dad's like, I know that boat. And he freaking met Bob Azumi right in the parking lot. It was amazing.
So I used to work for a printing shop, and actually I delivered to Bob Azumi's office.
No
Out
way.
in, I think it's like Mill Grove or something like that.
Right on.
Out around Waterdown area. Yeah.
Are
Sweet.
you swinging it? Swing it. I'll swing it. I like this ground. Now we've left the pine forest.
So this is a good spot?
Well, the ground is a little more. It's a little more reasonable to hold the coins up to within metal detector range.
Oh, okay.
The biggest sign where I walked away from that pine forest was I dug up a Diet Coke can from probably 2010,
Yeah.
1 foot deep. Which means if that Coke can has made it 1 foot deep on that soil, my coins this big are way too far for me to find.
Yeah.
So we get into.
Oh
more
yeah,
of
I'll
the
show you guys
soil.
this. It's nothing big, but I think they found an American quarter. It's kind of dirty right now, but it's got the shield on it. So nothing fancy. Yeah, it's a United States coin, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's part of the hunt. Like I said, you're gonna have. Oh, what did you say?
It's not even on.
Oh, okay.
It didn't take me long to notice, but
Yeah.
it's like it's pretty silent. This fence here is a good sign. It's an older post fence,
Yeah.
and it's there for a reason. And it's not load bearing, so it's not holding up the escarpment or anything. So it's there as a division.
Yeah.
It's not going to keep anybody out.
Oh yeah, and we didn't catch this on film. So Frank was saying that possible that we thought was claw mark. We don't know for sure. It could be a nature thing, because you were even showing, like, you were bending your arm and I was like, yeah, that's true. Like,
It
if
could
it's
be like a crease, like where it was
from
like
growing, from the
bandaged.
trees
Yeah,
growing,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
We have to document this, because it's like, you know what I mean? We have to weed out anything that could possibly be natural, right? So that's just something that I have to point out. But that bend, I think that bend is that, that one tree that we actually captured, you
Right.
pointed out, I think that is something serious.
We call that Frank's Arch. Yeah, Frank's Arch. I know you're in the middle of a conversation and Frank's like, look behind you. There's a perfect rainbow arch bent tree.
Yeah. It's right behind you, Brad.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did I miss this?
Frank, think
Here I am going in with
Barry last night bent that tree.
Frank set it up. He set up the Bigfoot for us, man. Only to take us all out and steal all or something. Yeah.
This video will be deleted afterwards. I'm gonna kill both of them in this forest.
He's gonna take it all, man. Take the money and everything. Take the money and run.
Personally, really one of you fuckers have money.
We're gonna find Bigfoot. It tells us,
No, we can swear. It's cool. I got the Jerry Springer thing. We should use the metal detector.
I know it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Frank, you can't edit that out.
Oh man.
Everybody knows the truth now about Mike Relics.
Here we go.
I just said his last name.
Oh shit!
We're in trouble now.
It's a suit.
We're gonna get sued.
I'll kill the sewer.
You guys are too much.
Pull out your shovel.
Yeah.
That ain't a knife. This is.
Oh man. We're gonna have a war? We're gonna have a battle out here.
I quit.
Are you 50 yet?
You win.
Time for your.
You guys. Oh man.
You got a prostate problem?
There you go.
Let me fix that.
Come on,
Beep, beep.
over to order. Frank, I'm starting to think his 5 minutes and he's not even taking us to a creek.
No, you can hear it. Hear
I
it?
can't hear you.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
beautiful
not
album.
far. Yeah, isn't that wild? That's nature, man.
Yeah, it's nature,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Literally, an animal could just like make that as a shelter.
Yeah, it'd be like a squirrel condo.
Yeah.
Or like a midget Sasquatch.
Midget Sasquatch.
You think they have this? Oh, yeah. I don't know if we could talk about that.
So, honest opinion, do you guys think it's a prehistoric creature? Do you think it's an alien? Well, what do you think it is? Personally.
Great question. Frank gave me an interesting theory on the way up here.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, Cro-Magnon man or Neanderthal.
Neanderthal.
Oh, yeah.
What? So is Neanderthal like a caveman or like a?
What happened? They stopped existing like
Okay.
135,000 years ago.
So so we consider prehistoric or extinct or?
Yeah, extinct, right?
Yeah.
But they went into extinction. Man says they went into extinction, but is there something that branched off from those Neanderthals?
I don't know. Yeah, there's the Neanderthal. I don't know if that's the same as the caveman. I don't really know. I know he said Cro-Magnon man. I don't know if those are two separate things or
I'm
the
just
same.
thinking from 135,000 years ago, they just said all Neanderthals
We're dead.
went into extinction.
Yep.
There's got to be some source of,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
family or
crocodiles,
something. Exactly.
sharks, been here for 200 million years, some a billion years, right?
Yeah.
What was that one creature
They must
that
have branched
only?
off though, like those.
Yeah. There was one creature that they live on an island, Komodo dragon. Komodo dragon is actually a dinosaur. That's
you
actually
go.
a dinosaur. Yeah. Wow.
And the crocodiles lived since the
Yeah.
time of dinosaurs.
Especially the Nile. They have some that are actually still massive. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's going down. Yeah, I think you're taking... Oh, did he go down that way?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think this is the way. I'm trying to think goes up there. Yeah, this is it. Lost my bearings. Freak, we still have beautiful sky out here. I love it. Yep, so what we're now doing is a little bit of treasure hunting, folks. I will be doing some Sasquatch hunting at night. These guys have to go back, but they're coming back next month, the beginning of the month, and we're going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff at night.
I'm going to run back right now, and I'm going to grab the magnet.
Oh, you didn't bring it?
No, it's a huge spool.
Yeah, you think that it's magnet worthy?
Well, I think it's I mean, obviously edit this out, but I think it might look good on camera because it's a nice little flowing river here. And I might be able to pull a piece of metal out.
Oh,
So that way
okay.
we'll at least,
I mean, it's not too bad. It's it's not deep, but
he can put his machine in there even. So
Okay.
I'm just staying on the bridge. I'm gonna throw my magnet out 10 feet.
all
drag
right.
it back
Yeah,
sometimes, and I
I'll
might be able
keep
to
on
pull it
Frank
out.
and see if he gets anything, and we'll see when you come back. Cool. Yeah, he's gonna set some of my equipment down here, guys. All right, so we got him going. I'm just gonna see if I can reposition this a little bit better in case he gets some treasure.
It may not be because there's some man-made material here. It could be like a nail or something.
Yeah, it could have something to do with this too, right?
Yeah, see? Maybe pick all this.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going up here.
Looks like a nice sandy bottom.
There could be stuff in there, yeah. It could be even jewelry and things like that. Oh, sweet, that's like waterproof too?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
There's stuff in there, sure.
Yeah, so here we are. We're looking for treasure, guys.
Signal right there.
Is that a good one?
It's not high, but it could be gold or it could be trash.
Okay.
I think when Mike comes down with his magnet, maybe you can find it.
Yeah. And so you guys were saying that the juicy number is like 25, 30? Like that's your ballpark.
Yeah, 25, 30, that's what we usually dig.
And that's for good treasure too, right? Like if you want a solid treasure, that would be the number.
You can get like large cents.
Okay.
I found a 1902 large cent last June. This one was 1967 silver quarter. But,
oh, that's kind of cool.
In 1967, that's when they stopped making quarters out of silver.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's wild.
The first 6 months was silver quarters, and then the last 6 months of 1967.
What are quarters made out of now?
Clad.
Oh, clad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I honestly did not know that. Yeah, so he's got his thing in there. Yeah, so we're just looking for those ranges. We're looking for 25, 30 for treasure hunting, guys.
Well, you're getting some good signals here.
Yeah, you got a 22 to 25, 27.
That's a real good signal right there, but unfortunately I don't have my...
maybe we could pull it up with the magnet.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
He's got the strong magnet there, so that's cool. So we have another spot actually for magnet fishing. You guys will probably see that in the next episode, a lot deeper. So we have that. I kind of wish that I had a boat. The wife's uncle had a boat here, and we kind of sold it to a family member. And I'm kicking myself because I'm like, I would have loved to have a boat.
Funny you say that, Brad, because I got an 11.5-foot aluminum boat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, so you never know. We could probably go out in the bay and do a little magnet fishing. Who knows?
Yeah,
that'd be nice. Fun. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be a different show than you guys have ever seen, because a lot of people just kind of stick with one thing and one thing only. And I'm like, well, you know, you're not always going to have some juicy content like with Bigfoot, etc. You might not get anything at all. So I'm like, we need to fill that gap. And what better way to fill that gap with treasure hunting, survivalist training, magnet fishing. We're going to have to get, sometimes we're going to be out of food and we're going to have to get our own food. So we're going to have to fish and like hunt for resources out here. So that's kind of what we want to do. We just want to cover every bit of ground we can.
Footprints in there. Just knock that guy off.
Yeah, just knock him off the bridge here. There we go.
He's just a troll.
Yeah. Safety first, everybody.
Yeah. So we were saying it does look like there's some sort of footprints here. So we're just going to check that out because I have seen people use clay molds on them. And I don't know. It could be anything. It really could be nothing. But we're just going to have a peek. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so these are human footprints right there, as you guys can see. So we got human footprints. And then, yeah, so these are human, Frank.
Oh, they're human.
And then over here, yeah, shoe prints going up.
For a human to walk, because it's very marshy.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would come through here. So these are all people tracks, unfortunately. But I'm gonna check around here because you're saying just check around because you never know, right? I've seen people get molds of Bigfoot, so that's kind of what we're looking for here. It's actually an easier spot to get it. See, there's a dog. So a dog walker came through here. I don't know what that is, but that's relatively small. And then going here, yeah. So human, dog. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of normal activity, but I'm gonna check here because I don't know. I was telling Mike, I was like, I think this is like a brand new trail. I don't think I've ever been on it. New for me. Like I haven't seen it. But if I do see something odd like a footprint, oh yeah, somebody made boardwalks here. So that's cool. Yeah, there's little boards here to get across, so that's cool.
There might be a fork.
Oh shoot. I think that's, oh shoot, yeah, the gimbal is mad at me right now. I think it's just, that's as low as she wants to go. So I'm just gonna try to arc it. So that's human. Human, we're going across. Yeah, so these are all human tracks. Yeah, it doesn't look like trail to me. It looks like this is as far as you can go. I think our trail is going to be down the main bridge. And then we're going to go down to the other parts there. But still interesting enough. Yep, so Mike's just doing some magnet fishing right now, checking this area. So we'll have a look at that. Nothing so far, eh, Mike?
No, it's kind of a small little river to magnet fish, but there is a chance I'd find what's called a ford crossing.
Yeah.
Where horses would have crossed a little river like this.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, which means you'll start pulling up horseshoes and anything that's magnetic.
Yep. And I told the boys too, I have a really good spot. I want Chris to bring us there. It's a really good spot for magnet fishing. A lot of people fish there too. So maybe we can get ourselves a bite to eat there as well if we go fishing down there.
Perfect.
So that would be really good. Some nice bass.
Frank, can you fillet fish? Can you fillet fish? Yeah?
I can too.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I know how to fillet them. Dad taught me.
Perfect.
That's what I mean. People always say like, "Oh, Brad, you're not man. We're all outdoors boys. We were built for this." I might not dress like it all the time, but you'll see me get dirty quite often out here. You know what's really funny too? So like, yeah, I'm an outdoorsman. I don't dress it though. I destroy clothing like it's crazy. And the wife and the mom, they just get so pissed. They're like, Brad, like all this clothes we got you, your boots are gone, your shoes are gone, your shirts are destroyed. That's part of life being what we are. Hiking, ATV and fishing, hunting.
This will be the last time this shirt will ever be white I'm wearing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, man. But yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're going to scout up ahead. We did do treasure hunting, a lot of duds so far, guys. But I know when we get something like some really good signals like these boys were talking about on the metal detectors, we'll pull the cameras out, roll, and get everything we possibly can. Hopefully we get some nice treasure.
I believe we'll be able to find it.
Oh, we will. There's so much forest here. There's so much to explore, so...
Give me a couple hours to dissect the area.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, I think we're going to go up to our second location where we're going to be camping out at night when these boys come back down here looking for Bigfoot. So prepare for that. We're going to go on up ahead.